The direct method. This method is also known as the nature method. It was the outcome of the reaction against the grammar translation method. Due to the reason that in this method, one of the basic rule is to the student can't or are not able to use their own native language in the process of the acquisition of a target language. So the mother's language are not allowed in this method. And um, it was this method was based on the assumption that the learning of a foreign language, a target language, have to think or should think directly in that language. So according to this method, English taught through English, Portuguese is taught through Portuguese, Spanish is taught through Spanish, so directly, sorry. Some of the common direct method techniques, we can mention questions and answer, dictations, example profilations, listening activities, oral exercises, text reading aloud, text, and also student self-correction. One of the characteristic of this method is the correct pronunciation, and the grammar rules are not like explicit though, and the sentences are simple discourses. One of the advantage is that this method helps learning or student to acquire a correct pronunciation. And one of the disadvantage is that the student motivation is extrinsic. The creative and divergent thinking is limited. I want to point it. I want to point it that part to highlight it, because imagine that there is someone that doesn't have the same level that you have, the same capacity to think and to like comprehend, and also make comparison between different things. And just imagine that certain student um, will be feel stressed at the moment that they like just started talking in that target language without previous knowledge about it. So it's one of the disadvantages. You need to be talking a target language worth the redundancy. So in my opinion, I would implement this method in one activity, but also I would combine them because we need to be adapt to the different students. Like we are going to have a diversities of students, and we need to be adapt at the way that they learn. Not all the students learn the same way. So this direct method, I would implement it with basic or with beginners students, that for them is easier to acquire in that way. But imagine someone who is just like my age that has another level, it will be kind of stress and difficult just to be talking a Tagalog language. I think that the innocence that the baby has, or yeah, the little person has, I think that that's something that helped them to acquire a second language faster than a big one, right?